Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. When he was a freshman in high school, he noticed you could buy one 6-pack of Kool-Aid Burst for just $1 at Walmart. So he had an idea. He was gonna buy a bunch of 6-packs, freeze them overnight, and bring them to school. He would then sell them for $1 a bottle. So he would buy one 6-pack for $1, sell all 6, and make $5 profit. Business was booming. Before long, he was bringing in 36 6-packs of Kool-Aid Bursts every day, and he was selling out. During his freshman year, he made about $5,000. Until one day during lunch, he was doing his business. It was busy. Everyone was thirsty and they wanted Kool-Aid. Well, he ran out and went back to the football locker room to pick up more. Somebody followed him, and they found out exactly what he was doing. When they got back to the lunchroom, he was busted. They had all of his inventory and money stacked on a table like it was a scene from Narcos. He was then escorted by school staff to the principal's office. As he was walking out, however, students booed and screamed and caused a riot because they wanted their freaking Kool-Aid, and he didn't do anything wrong. He was then suspended. To this day, people call him Juice. He is now an entrepreneur and owns a few small businesses. Most Dangerous Toys of All Time, Part 10. This is the Power Wheels Barbie Camper. It's battery operated, and kids can get in and drive it around. However, last year, they recalled 44,000 of these, and the reason is kind of scary. Kids would be driving around, having fun, but when they took their foot off the gas, the car would keep going, almost as if it was driving itself. Awesome ways kids cheated on a test. In high school, this kid was in band. Well, he had a test later in the day that he didn't study for at all. Well, he managed to get a copy of that test from another student who had that same class earlier in the day. So he got a copy of that test. That test was entirely multiple choice. During band class, he Googled all of the answers. And on a piece of empty sheet music, he wrote those answers as notes. A, B, C, and D. When he got to the class where he was having that test, the teacher passed it out and asked everyone to clear off their desks. So he set his sheet music on the ground, facing up, and all he had to do was glance down and look at the notes on the sheet and fill in the answers based on what note it was. That is absolutely genius. Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. This kid went to a military high school and Wi-Fi wasn't allowed in the dorms. The only place on campus that had Wi-Fi was the student center. So this guy got a brilliant idea. He bought a Wi-Fi repeater and set it up next to his window. That's when he realized he got just enough signal from the student center to boost it to his entire dorm. And this is how his business started. He charged people $10 a week to keep the password. He even kept an Excel sheet with everyone's device on there and if they paid or not. Payment was due every Thursday because that was the day they would get their allowance from their parents. And if they didn't pay by Friday, he would blacklist their devices and any other unknown ones that popped up on there. At one point, he was making $200 a week, and he was never caught. What my old carnival job taught me about carnivals, Part 3. Don't get me frickin' started on the pick a duck game. Y'all know this, right? You pick up a duck, you flip it over, and it'll tell you if you want a small, medium, or large prize. Well, where I worked, every single one of the ducks was a small prize duck. We didn't put any large prize ducks in there, but they would give us a large prize duck to put in our pocket, just in case someone asked us, do you guys even have any large prize ducks in here? Then we'd be all sneaky. As we're flipping them over, we'd toss the duck in there, and be like, yeah, see, there's one right here. Shady stuff. Most Dangerous Toys of All Time, Part 29. This is Flubber. It was a gooey slime popular in the 1960s, but they recalled it and stopped making it because there were thousands of reports of kids getting severe rashes and sore throats caused by Flubber. It is said that today, all the leftover Flubber is buried behind a warehouse because it won't burn and they can't drop it in the ocean. Black markets kids ran in their schools. At this kid's school, there was a girl that would carry around a box of stationery every day. Her business was that she would write forged letters from parents. She had all different papers, pens, and pencils of every kind. And if kids wanted to leave school early, they would go to her and she would write a note from their parents. Well, these notes were incredibly convincing. She used different styles of handwriting, different styles of punctuation. She could even write notes in different languages. She made absolute bank. The teachers never caught on, but this kid grew up incredibly educated, and today she's incredibly successful.